Bonjour.
No. Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 21. I just watched the episode 20. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for Vinland Saga in case you want to watch all of my reaction videos for it into the chronological order. And remember that if you're watching this on YouTube, by subscribing to my Patreon, you can already have my 4 next reaction videos about Vinland Saga, meaning that you're gonna have each time 2 weeks of advance, you know, in comparison of the videos that I'm publishing, that I'm posting on YouTube, and you have a longer reaction part no matter what, without cutting that much like I'm forced to do on YouTube and without playing with opacity, and also a lot of full reaction part, in fact everything, because it's a big anime, like really a lot of episodes are so big, so many things are happening into it, like, you know, for example, the last episode I'm like, maybe I should put the full reaction part, but I think that it has been already 3 times that I'm putting the full reaction part for Vinland Saga, so, you know, each time I'm like, what am I gonna do? With this anime, I have the impression that I can only put full reaction part at the end. If you want these advantages, full opacity, 4 episodes of advance, longer reaction part and a lot of full reaction part videos, you have my Patreon for that. It's the best way to support me, to help me with my channel. And I'm saying it at the beginning of this intro, like for the last episode, because now I have some issues, you know, like I told you about it already for the previous session of binge-watching of Vinland Saga, my external hard drive disk which collapsed. I don't have it back yet. I already paid 150 euros just to buy a new one so they can put the data that maybe they're gonna recover on it. It's gonna cost me, I think, as much for the repairs. I don't know when I'm gonna have it back. Like really, the situation right now is not good at all, and financially my situation was already not that great, you know. I said it, my main priority is to put stuff into my fridge, so clearly that, in addition of my actual situation, I'm like, it's a lot. So that's why I'm saying it about Patreon in intro, but again, it's not an obligation to subscribe to my Patreon. I can totally understand if you can't, and believe me, like with all of what I just said to you, I can understand that you can't, so it's okay. But if you can, if you were wondering, you know, oh, maybe not, now it's the time. Okay, let's go for Vinland Saga. Like I said, I just watched the episode 20, which was great, which was surprising for me because I thought that Canute, followed, you know, by Thorkell, Thorfinn and Askeladd, like it would take at least 1 or 2 episodes for him to join the king's camp. In fact, not at all. It took him the opening scene, really just that, it took him the opening scene. So that was great, but because of that, a lot of big things happened that I was not prepared for, like just this opening scene to have Floki facing Askeladd but also Thorfinn. We saw with Thorfinn non-reaction that in fact the kid doesn't know that Floki was the one to order to Askeladd to kill Thors. When are you gonna tell him? We'll see, but no matter what, he doesn't know it yet. We already had this moment, you know, Floki facing them. That was weird. After that, we had the king, like we finally saw the king, met the king, his face, his way of being, and we had also that knowledge, like we knew that the king prepared an ambush for our guys. They still went for it, like they didn't have really a choice right there to enter or not into that room. They went into it. The king decided to attack them. Again, you can be like, he didn't attack them, he defended himself by attacking first because he knew that Canute would come for killing him, and it's the case, but at the same time, like, you can be like that, I can understand, but no matter what, I really thought during this moment that they could die, like, at least we could have a real attack, and Canute said that no, it couldn't happen, like they didn't give to the king any reason to do so, it wouldn't be logical and good for him. Are we really sure of that? Like, okay, the guy is smart, he showed it also and Askeladd noticed it, but he prepared that ambush, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know really what to think about that. What to think about him, for me, is smart for sure. He tested them a lot, Canute, but also Askeladd. He tried to get him mad. That was perfect and awful at the same time. So he's smart and he understood also what Askeladd said about the political situation, about the armies and all. But for me also, how he's looking and all, he looks sick. I really think that he's sick right now. I don't know why I have this impression, because now that I'm really trying to think about it, like at some point someone said that. No, I don't have this impression, but me, it's not just, you know, his face, you know, the fact that he's looking bad. It's really, I have that feeling that he's sick, because also maybe for someone, a king, to think about the future, to want to give the crown, you know, to someone, for me maybe it's also about the fact that he knows that he's gonna die and he wants to prepare the future, you know? Maybe it's going with that idea, that feeling that I have. I don't know. Just is like that right now. It's gonna be difficult to find a way to kill him, but they are thinking of it, and Canute is preparing himself no matter what. He asked for Thorkell to find some allies. It seems to work. We met also Ragnar's brother, Gunnar, who seems like someone who is talking a lot, and also maybe someone who is lying a lot. That's the impression that he gave me. I don't think that it's because he's a bad person and all, but I think that it can be because of his own interest, meaning that maybe at some point he can switch, he can betray, and Askeladd felt that also. I was glad when Askeladd repeated what I felt, because I was like, you and me, really, we can feel people. You felt the same vibe than me. We had the two brothers also getting out of the situation. That was a nice moment, I appreciated it. But now, what is gonna happen right now? We know that the king is gonna reward Canute with what? Like, it can be only a poisonous gift at this point, I really think so. I would want to meet Canute's brother. I don't know if he's around, if we can meet him. What does he think of the situation? How, you know, Canute with his brother, this brother with the king, like really, all of these relationships, I would want to see them when they are together. Canute changed and everyone saw that. The king, Floki, Gunnar, we saw why. We saw him, you know, talking to God, being mad. Now he wants to build paradise on earth because of that. I said it, like, it's a good intention at the beginning, but it can become bad really easily, and I'm afraid of that. And for now, Canute's actions didn't reassure me about it. You know, the fact that he can get mad so easily, like really, his face is gonna be a source of memes, gifs, you know, for me, like, it's so fun, his face is so fun. But because of that, you know, because of some of his reactions and all, I'm like, none of your action told me that you're gonna really become a dictator, and for now, I'm okay with everything that you're doing, but your reactions and what can happen, that I'm afraid of. Like, I'm not feeling okay with everything. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Again, if you want, on my Patreon you have 4 episodes of advance, you have extended longer reaction part and a lot of full reaction part. In fact, best way to support me if you want and if you can. Let's go for this episode. No opening scene? You're gonna stress me. Reunion? Are you gonna finally find Thorfinn? That reunion? My heart is like that. It's gonna be that reunion? No. Yes! 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 No! Thorfinn shouldn't be far. I have tears coming, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate on what Askeladd is saying. No. Oh, I really thought that Thorfinn would intervene at that moment to protect him. He really got hurt? Who the fuck are you? Askeladd sent you. Askeladd knew. No! No! You're gonna recognize him? You wasted so much of his time. Do you recognize him at least? Thorfinn, you're not recognizing him? You don't recognize him? You're wrong. Damn! Oh, you're stupid! Come on! Everything was planned. Can you understand that? All of these years that you lost searching for him? You have such a good heart! I thought that you would. Did she die? You prefer to ask about a dream more than to ask about the ones who are alive? Your loved ones? You're blinded by your anger, Thorfinn. He can't see anything else because also he has nothing else into his life. If he would want to come back home, he would have done it. True.
お前、足の具合はどうだ？仕事の矢を食らったからな。だが、まあ、ちっとぐらい剣を使うのに触りはねえ。そうか。
But not enough to win against Thorfinn.
明日、暗殺者を雇ったのはおめえか。自作自演じゃねえか。ただ、噂を流すだけじゃダメだ。
Ah, you wanted for people to wonder about the king's intentions? Clever, clever. But what do you think of it, Canute? Sacrificing the life of a slave? Hmm. Canute, your way of thinking, it's like that, you know? Your rules, your own rules.
時間稼ぎには良い算だ。だが、今後二度と私の身代わりを立てることは許さん。
Ah! See? Okay, I'm glad. Even if I don't agree with him, at least he's logical, you know, like... Keep an eye on him?
軍なる殿を信用してはなりません。勘ですが間違いないでしょう。
Maybe not yet, but...
知られてもいいことしか話してね。軍なるが来るなら今の話を今夜中に伝えるでしょう。
And you sent...
トルフィンに泳がせましょう。
Yes, he used it. The fact that he's telling everything.
王の家か。決まりだな。
Okay.
午前会議の前にどうしてもってわけか、トルフィン。右腕が治ってからの方がいいんじゃねえのか？
No?
立ち会い人は私が務める。私がやめろと言ったら決闘は終わりだ。
You can tell them to stop, but Thorfinn, he just doesn't want to win, he wants to kill Askeladd. Bjorn? What?
あんたは強くて賢い。あんたを尊敬してる。あんたが俺を腹の底では嫌っていてもな。
He doesn't hate you.
なあ、アシャンド。俺だけじゃねえ。あんたは死んだ仲間たちも自分自身でさえも寂しくねえのか。
I think he is.
ほらさ、あんたと
You know you're gonna die, Bjorn. You know he's just asking for Askeladd to kill him in a way, like to give him this honorable death, this warrior death. See, you wanted to help him to die.
ああ、ビョン。お前は俺のたった一人の友達だ。
I didn't think so, I swear I thought that even now you wouldn't say it, you wouldn't think it. This is too much, like... The end. Yes, I need it. So you know, I have 1 week to prepare myself for their fight and all, like, that's it. It's the end of my session of binge watching of Vinland Saga for today. 2 episodes, it was great, it was cool. But at the end, with everything that happened during this one, I need a break. And 1 week break, it seems fair, it seems right, like, no. I know some of you are gonna be like, you don't know your chance, you don't have to wait, you can watch it just right now. No. If you're thinking so, first you don't know that now I have to work on these videos, to edit them, to try to publish them, to work on them, around them and all, and everything around this channel, first. And second, you don't know me, clearly. Like, already this episode, it's too much for me. And I don't see. Please, no. No, I don't see. No, I don't see. Thank you. Clearly, this episode is an emotional episode. Like, if we have action episodes, if we have characters episodes, like I talked about it previously for previous episodes, sometimes, you know, we can really feel that it's action episodes because we have fights, we have a lot of things happening into it. Sometimes it's for the characters to make them evolve, grow up, you know, to give them something deeper. Clearly, this episode, it was an emotional episode. I'm mad at myself, not at the writer. I'm mad at myself because I fall for it, for all of it. And at the same time, it's a big episode because so many things happen into it. Like, it's 24 minutes, less than that with the credits, so it's 22 minutes. And it feels like a regular episode from a TV show, you know, from a Game of Thrones episode. Like, it's like the 45 minutes, you know, 50 minutes regular episode from that kind of TV show. Like, so many things happen into it. None of the scenes are lost, are made without a real purpose and all. And at the same time, none of these scenes feel like they're rushed, you know, and they're going too far, they're going, you know, too quick and all. Not at all. But emotions, all of that. I had trouble to concentrate, you know, to be focused during the beginning of the episode because not having an opening scene and beginning with Leif, we know that he's searching for Thorfinn, so I was like, if we don't have you during the opening scene, it's right now. Are you gonna finally meet Thorfinn, see Thorfinn? So after that, boats coming and all, I was like, that's it, it's gonna be right now. So clearly, all of what Askeladd and Canute, they said to each other, for sure I heard it. Did I truly pay attention to it? Did I really process all of what they said? No. No, because I was too focused on Leif is gonna see Thorfinn. Is he gonna recognize Thorfinn? Thorfinn, is he gonna see and recognize Leif? What is gonna happen? Are they gonna just see each other? Are they gonna truly meet? You know, really, during this moment, I had all of these questions on mind, and I had also all of the feelings going with it. Me, who is repeating you since episodes that, in fact, Thorfinn, if he wants to, he can come back home right now. He's old enough, strong enough, smart enough, he can come back home. And he's conscious, you know, through Thors into his dreams, is telling him to come back home, that his family needs him. So he's choosing to not do it because he's blinded by this rage, you know, this anger, because he wants this revenge for Thors against Askeladd. But at some point also, he's choosing to not see other things than that. Okay, he's blinded by that, but it's also because he's choosing to not see the rest, to not consider the rest. Maybe because he fell too much into it, and now to decide to not do it, if it would be for Thorfinn to show that he's weak, or to, it wouldn't be okay with him, with his ego, like, you know, like, even if right now he would be like, okay, maybe I should renounce. In fact, everything that he did before is telling him, no, you can't renounce, it's too late. In fact, his ego is telling him, no, you can't renounce, you know, like, your pride, what about it, your honor, you can't do it. Do you understand what I mean? Even if a little voice into his mind would tell him, maybe renounce, he has so many reasons to not do it, it's too late. I'm seeing that since a long time, so clearly, right there, I'm not surprised that he's saying all of that to Leif. But this reunion, right now, I was not prepared for it. It was emotional, it was big. For Leif to understand that he has to not consider these 11 years that he lost trying to find this kid. He has such a big heart, Leif, for the fact that he did that, he searched for Thorfinn during all of this time, and for the fact that he can hear what Thorfinn is saying, he can understand it, he can accept it, he's not mad about all of this time that he lost, and he's just desperate for Thorfinn to see the truth, to come back home. He's screaming that at the end, come with me, come back home. He's telling to Thorfinn that his mother is not feeling well, that she can die really quick. Thorfinn could be like, I need to see her before she's gonna die, but no, he's not asking questions about his family, he's not thinking about coming back home. The only question that he's asking is about Vinland. Like, I would have thought that he would have asked no question at all, but clearly if you would have told me, yes, he's gonna ask question to Leif, I would have been like, about his family, about his home, about Vinland, a dream? You're asking questions about that dream, that thing? Because it's the last big memory that he has about Thors, what Thors said to that slave, because it's a dream, it's not real, because you truly believe into it and it has been your dream now, because of everything that Canute is saying. You know, maybe it's a mix of all of these reasons, maybe it's just one, but why? Why? To not ask questions about his home, I'm not like, that's it, he doesn't consider his place, you know, his home anymore, his family anymore, he doesn't love them anymore, not at all. I think that it's also a way to protect himself, whether he wants it, it's conscious or not, it's a way to protect himself. So already that, it was big, it was emotional. All of that thing, you know, all of what Askeladd did, like we thought that Canute was hurt, Thorfinn intervened, so it meant that Askeladd prepared that. So I guessed that Canute was not hurt really, but then they had to explain it to people. Hey, no, it was prepared, Canute is okay. And Askeladd prepared all of that by hiring the slave to replace Canute, but also by hiring this guy to kill the prince. First for Floki to understand that they're gonna defend the prince, you know, it's not gonna be that easy to attack the prince no matter what. But also, now that we know that he hired the assassin, it's also to create that rumor about the fact that maybe the king wants for his son, you know, to be killed, something like that. Because he wants to disturb the system in place, you know. He knows that something which is really important for a king, it's for the public, you know, people to follow him. During the previous episode, we had Canute preparing stuff for other kings, you know, to maybe follow him, to have allies with kingdoms, you know, kings, people at high places. Right there, what Askeladd did, it's also to have people, random people, following Canute after him taking the throne. That was a good call, but like I said during that moment, I'm glad that it's not fully satisfying for Canute, that Canute is not okay with the fact that someone died, you know, a slave died for that plan, because it's going with his ideas, it's going with his way of doing stuff and all, and I would have been disappointed if it would have been okay for him, like, not like I agree with everything that Canute is doing, he's thinking, but like it wouldn't have been logical and it would have shown that the character, you know, can switch easily. So in fact, no, you're saying it, so I'm glad because you're continuing with your logic, meaning that you're written in a logical way, but meaning also that for now your character is staying, you know, on his path. I'm glad about it. And we are finishing this episode with Thorfinn, who wants that duel against Askeladd that I'm already like, now? We're gonna have it now? No? And okay, Canute is saying, I'm gonna be the one to say stop. Like, Thorfinn, if he's winning, is really gonna accept for you to say stop and to not kill Askeladd. That's what he wants since the beginning. He just, like, it's not like he wants a duel, he wants to win. No, he wants a duel to have the opportunity to kill Askeladd. So that already, I'm like, what? What the fuck? We're really gonna have it. In fact, we're gonna have it during the next episode. But for Bjorn to come, we know, they know that Bjorn is dying. Bjorn himself knows that he's dying, so clearly he was asking for that duel, asking for Askeladd to kill him, like, now is the time, kill me, I want to die during a fight, to die as a warrior, to die by your hands that I respect. For Bjorn to say that he always wanted to be his friend, for Askeladd to respond that he was truly his friend, that was a true surprise for me. Because I think that Askeladd didn't lie, you know, he's not the kind of guy who can lie just like that. Meaning that he truly thought so, and no matter what, it was an emotional moment. I said it during the intro, we already knew that Bjorn could die really quick, and I was like, I'm mad about it because Bjorn is a funny character. I don't love this character, but he's a good character, a funny one, and you know, an entertaining one, so it's bad. But right there, I love his death, and that's why it's making me emotional and all. I didn't cry because I loved this character and I'm so mad that he's dying. No, I knew it, I felt it coming, everyone knew it, everyone knew that it would come really soon. But it's really how it's happening. He wants to die as a warrior, for Askeladd to give him this death, to be sorry even that he missed, you know, the vital spot at first. For Bjorn to just want for this guy that he respected, that he followed, to be his friend, and for Askeladd to tell him so. That was emotional, for sure. And next we're gonna have that duel Askeladd Thorfinn. I really hope, Canute, that you have that authority now, that you're gonna be able to stop Thorfinn when he's gonna be that close to kill Askeladd. Because Askeladd, you know, also what he said to Bjorn, my leg is okay, I can have a sword, you know. It was almost for me him saying, I can defend myself, but against a good warrior like Thorfinn, maybe not. So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna lose that duel. So Canute, it's gonna be your time to shine, to stop Thorfinn. Askeladd, it's gonna be your time also to say the truth about Floki, who gave that order at first. Leif, maybe it's gonna be your time to intervene. I don't know. And I will see that during the next session I've been watching, not right now. That was already a big episode, a big emotional episode. So it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Right.